Want to go over a couple stretches for the lat. The lat is that big muscle, gives you your wings, runs from the back of the shoulder down. And if it's overly tight, it can limit how much you can reach up overhead. So why is that important? It's important for your golf swing. If you're limited in your ability for your arms to go up over your head, like I say, that may limit the motion of your golf swing, and kind of common in people over 50 start to lose some motion there. Maybe it gets a little tight through the chest, through the front as well. So obviously stretching, if we want to increase flexibility, stretching is a great way to start. But if you want to increase it faster, then you want to strengthen along with that stretching. And one of the easiest ways is to strengthen in the position of the stretch. So for example, this is all the further I can go, then obviously I want to stretch, but I want to strengthen in that specific position to give it more. It's going to last longer, and you're going to develop your flexibility better. So I can do that with the sticks. I can get into a position here. You just get a nice stretch on my lats, hold 5 to 7 seconds. Then I just kind of push into the floor, maybe 20% effort, 5 to 7 seconds. Relax, I can go deeper into my stretch. Same thing, hold, stretch for 5 to 7 seconds and push down into the floor. And relax. And I can do that, 2 or 3 times or 4 times, but there again, if you can develop strength in your end range of motion, it's going to give you more flexibility quicker than if you don't. And here's another way you can do that with stick mobility. Using a single stick. So in this case, I'll grip one hand over the other, and I'll do it both. I'll show it both ways. So I'm gonna get a good stretch here in the lats. Yeah, there we go, good stretch. And like I say, stretch 5 to 7 seconds, and then contract down into the ground with about 20% effort for 5 to 7 seconds. Relax, get a little deeper in the stretch. Or what you can do is just switch off every time. So I start off the first time this way, then the second time I may go here. Get a nice deep stretch. And then push in the ground about 20% effort. Yeah. So the other thing that does too, by bring your hands in close, you just stretch your lat in a different position. And having flexibility in different positions is a good thing. Like I say, most of us over 50, we're going to gradually lose some motion, and typically it's going to get worse the older you get. But if you work on it now, you can keep it from getting, keep as much flexibility as long as possible, or increase it and keep working on it, so that as you lose it over time, which we all will, you'll minimize that. And I'll just throw in another simple stretch you can do here. We'll start with the hip flexors. All of us over 50, maybe been sitting at a desk for a while, we tend to get tight in the hip flexors. So I'll get into a lunge stance here. Pushing the stick into the ground, giving me a little stability. Slowly rotate away. Maybe 10 seconds. Relax. And I can repeat 2 or 3 times, or I can just alternate every time and go back to the other side. There again, split stance. And you may have one side you feel differently than another, because there again, if we play a sport where we rotate to one side, like golf or softball, then yeah, you may have a little more tension on that one side. But just a couple simple stretches. And like I say, ideally, if you want to increase your flexibility faster, develop strength at the end of your flexibility, and that's going to get you better results or faster results than if you only just stretched.